Okay. Yeah, wait, there's usually some lag time. All right, so you'll be able to see the periodic table on the screen already. All right, now there are two digital periodic table. All right, so one is this, which I'm giving you the link in my PowerPoint slide. All right, so if you want to explore further, it's actually ptable.com. Just need to key in ptable.com. P-table stands for periodic table. Now this periodic table is so cool. You know, when I was studying chemistry, there are different types of science, right? Physics, chemistry, and biology. When I was studying in secondary school, when I was much younger, learning about chemistry, there wasn't an interactive periodic table. We are just given, a hard copy paper. Right? Let me meet Sherman. Okay, just a minute. Let me just mark attendance. This is actually how I mark attendance. Okay, going back to the periodic table. Hi, Sherman. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming in so early today. All right. So we were talking about interactive periodic table on the website. You just key in ptable.com. All right. P-table stands for periodic table. So you see how this works is like this. So for example, you want to search for a metal called manganese. All right, manganese. How do you search? Well, so many letters. I don't want to search one by one. Let's say my eyesight is very bad and I don't want to search this way. So you can use a magnifying lens on the top right. So you click on the magnifying lens and then you just have to type manganese. Right, manganese. And then do you see that it's already highlighted for you? So this is manganese. All right, then let me type, let's say I want to know potassium. All right, so you see potassium is highlighted for you. Now I would like you to type into the chat, looking at potassium, can you tell me group number and period number? All right, first question for today to see whether you at least have the very basic on this topic. All right, period number. Sorry, give me group number first. Give me group number first, then period number in the same line in the chat. So group what and period what? Potassium is here, Javier. Group is vertical. Group, you know how to remember group? It starts with G, right? You all grow taller every day, right? Okay, so especially if you play basketball, your height can increase quite a lot. So group is vertical. And then remember, group, you must use the Roman numbers. So for group, you cannot use the max number 1, 2, 1. You have to use the Roman numbers. So it's capital I. All right, so group 1 and then period. So what about period? Nico, would you like to try? Group what and period what? Javier, your group number is correct now. How about period? Okay, Javier, you got all the answers correct, but then your group number needs to write capital I. So, Nico, can you tell me potassium is in group what and period what? Either you can unmute yourself or you can use a chat. Oh, Nico, group number must be using Roman numbers, capital I. Capital I stands for 1. Period, use the usual max numbers. Group number, you must write in a special way. All right, so remember, so group 1, so let me write for everyone. Okay, so it should be group capital I and then period 4. Okay, so this is the answer, group capital I and then period 4. So always remember, group is vertical. You grow taller every year, right? Every year you grow taller. Okay, so this is where you can search. After you finish searching, on the top right hand corner, you can cross it. All right, so if you want to search again, use back the magnifying lens. Then another thing to interesting information here is if you change the temperature, actually basically when you click on anything, it tells you, let's say beryllium, what is a melting point, what is a boiling point. All right, and even the electronic structure is here. So 2 electrons in the first shell, 2 electrons in the second shell. Okay, so 2, 2. So for potassium, the electronic structure is 2881. All right, 2 plus. I hope you can see my, let me see if I can put a pointer. Annotate. Let me see if I can annotate here. So can you see 2881? All right, 2 electrons in first shell, 8 electrons in second shell, 8 electrons in third shell, and 1 electron in the last shell, valence shell. Valence shell means last shell. All right, 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 1 give you back 19 electrons. Altogether, 19 electrons, you have 2881. All right, so this is how you get the electronic configuration, or you call it electronic structure. Now, if you go and explore, right, you will realize that, let me go back to close this first. You notice that if I choose rubidium, it's not in your syllabus. You'll be wondering, 18 electrons in the third shell, this is not in your syllabus. Your syllabus, you only need to know proton number 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to proton number 20. So you only need to know up to potassium and calcium. Okay, the rest, how come there's 9 electrons in this shell? These are all you will learn in junior college. So for up to secondary 4, you just need to know first shell, 2 electrons maximum. The rest of the shells, maximum 8 electrons. All right. So first shell is a small house, can only take in maximum 2 electrons. Then shell number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maximum 8 electrons. That's for O-level 4 syllabus. Right. So just remember, don't write any numbers more than 8. Okay, so 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 2 give you back 20 electrons. All right, then another thing to play with the periodic table is you can change the temperature. So let's say I want to change the temperature 30 degrees Celsius. So at 30 degrees Celsius, all right, if you click a solid, all these black color will be solids at 30 degrees Celsius. If you mouse over liquid, all the liquids will be the blue ones. So gallium, bromine, mercury, cesium, and francium. Then who are the gases at 30 degrees Celsius? So you have hydrogen gas, helium gas, nitrogen gas, all these gases, the brown ones. All these are the gases at 30 degrees Celsius. All right. So if you want to know solid, liquid, gas, you just set your temperature. Then you can change your temperature, let's say at 100 degrees Celsius. You can type 100. Then at 100 degrees Celsius, so many solids. So much more liquids, all right? Many more liquids. Just now there's only a few liquids, but when I bring the temperature, there'll be more liquids. Then these are the gases. All right, so, and next is, this is called group 1. So this is group 1. Then this is group 2, all right? And then you jump over, this will be, over here, this is group 3. Now you'll be wondering how come 13? O-level syllabus, we use group 1, group 2, we jump over group 3, group 4, group 5, group 6, group 7, group 8. Group 8 are the rare gases. All right, either you say group 8 or group 0. All right, so I hope you have fun with this. Next, this is another periodic table. Let me clear. Okay, this. So for example, if you see potassium, so let's say I click on potassium. So this is how the electrons will be going, spinning around the center nucleus. So this is a center nucleus. Can you type in the chat, what are the small particles inside the center nucleus? Everyone type into the chat. What particles are found inside the center nucleus? There should be 2, Javier. There are 2 types of particles inside the center nucleus. I give you a hint. Remember PEN, 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 pen. You use a pen to write on a piece of paper, pen. Use the first letter and the last letter, first and last. So PEN, P and N. So what does P and N stand for? Right, can everybody type into the chat? Inside the center nucleus, what do we have? You have PEN, proton, electron, neutron. So who are the ones inside the center nucleus? Sherman, would you like to try? You didn't get the hint. Okay, Nicole, good job. I'm going to write. I give the answers to everyone first. All right, so in the center nucleus, we have protons and neutrons. The hint, it goes this way. So for example, Oh, Javier. Oh, I've been talking and then y'all didn't hear me. Oh no. Okay. Thanks for telling me, Javier. I think accidentally click on the icon. Okay, let me repeat again. So I'm saying P-E-N, pen. Y'all know how to spell P-E-N, pen. You use a pen to write on a piece of paper. All right. And then P is start with letter P. It means positive charge. So P is proton. Proton is positive charge. E, electron. Electron is the opposite of proton, so it's negative charge. Neutron start with letter N. So N means zero charge, means no charge. All right, it's very easy to remember. Letter N, no also start with letter N, no, N-O, right? No, so no charge. Now, when you know P-N, you always take the first letter and the last letter. Easy to remember, right? First and last, first and last. All right, so P and N, the proton and neutron will be found inside the center nucleus. Clear? All right, so that is the question. That was a question that I was asking. All right, Nico, your answer is correct. Well done. So I hope, Javier, do you understand now? Center nucleus has proton and neutron. So anyway, back to potassium. So potassium, all right, is 2881. So actually the electrons, when they spin around, right? 2 electrons in first shell, 8 electrons in second shell, 8 electrons in third shell, and one more electron in the first shell. So this is the electronic structure. 2 plus 8 plus 8 plus 1 give you 19 electrons altogether. So the electrons actually spin in 3-dimension model. So do you see some of the circle go this way, some of the circle go this way? So in real life, this is how the electrons will spin. It's not all flat. It's not flat. All right. In 3-dimension, they will be spinning in different different planes. All right. So I hope it gives you an idea. This is all the dots are the electrons. So center, the red and blue, they are protons and neutrons. All right. So let me close this. Let me stop share. I'll go back to the slides now. Okay. Are there any questions so far? Okay. If not, then I'll go to worksheet 23. Just a minute. Let me go to worksheet 23, which is atoms and molecules. '23 slideshow. Okay, here. All right, so you'll be able to see, hang on, my slide. Okay, all right. Let me click on the participants in case there are people in the waiting room. Okay, here we will start the worksheet now. All right, so this is worksheet 23, and then the periodic table, the 2 links. Okay, the 2 links, hang on. Okay, do you see? Okay, hang on. It's not because it's not synchronized. Let me see. This is strange. Okay, now it's synchronized. Do you see there's 2 links here? All right, these are the 2 periodic table links that I was sharing with you just now. All right, so go and have fun. All right, so do take note that so everybody like looking at here sodium. Can you tell me group what and period what? Very quickly type in the chat. I give you 10 seconds. Remember, you need to write Roman numbers for group. All right, everybody type sodium group what, period what, 10, 9, group what and period what, 7, 6, 5, quickly, 4, 3, 2, 1. I only have Javier's answer. How about Nico and Sherman? All right, good job, Javier. So sodium is in group 1. You need to write capital I. All right, so this one is group 1. And then it is period 3. All right, so many students get tricked. They thought it's period 2 because this is period 1. Let me just use a different color. So this is period 1. All right, from here to here, this period 1. Then this one is period 2. This is period 3. All right, and then this is period 4. All right, so that's how you get period 3 for sodium. Okay, right, let's move on. All right, please